All right, let's just jump right into this explainer. Today, we're demystifying what is basically the ultimate competitive advantage in our modern data-driven economy, the intelligence engine. I mean, we hear these buzzwords literally everywhere, right? But today, we are going to cut straight through the noise to show you exactly how AI functions as the core engine driving modern industry growth.
To really grasp why artificial intelligence is absolutely dominating business right now, we have to wrap our heads around one seriously staggering fact. We are generating 2.5 quintillion bytes of data every single day. To put that into perspective, if all that data were pennies, it would cover the entire surface of the Earth 5 times over. Every single Google search, every Netflix click, every sensor on your car, it's all raw information. And the thing is, raw information without a way to actually process it, it's totally useless. AI is the tool that takes this massive, overwhelming flood of data and turns it into actionable, profitable insights.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We'll start with the AI business boom, then machine learning, followed by the deep learning brain, natural language processing, and finally, we'll wrap up with the future of competition. Let's get into it.
You know, AI isn't just some far-off sci-fi concept anymore. We've basically hit a perfect storm. We've got that massive data generation we just talked about, perfectly paired with this incredible, unprecedented increase in computational power, mostly thanks to modern GPUs. Add in highly accurate algorithms like neural networks, plus some really heavy corporate investment, and boom, suddenly AI is an everyday business reality.
But it's important to remember this didn't just happen overnight. We're building on decades of foundational research here. AI has evolved from Alan Turing's 1950 concept of a thinking machine to the actual coining of the term in 1956. Then we saw massive leaps, like IBM's Deep Blue beating the world chess champion in '97 and Watson completely dominating Jeopardy in 2011. It's a technology that's been quietly maturing for over half a century, basically just waiting for our computing power to catch up. Section 1, the AI business boom, automating tasks that require human intelligence.
So, what are we really talking about here? The crucial takeaway is that AI is, at its core, a way to get machines to work, behave, and process information just like humans do. But the absolute magic of it is that they do it at lightning speed, and they never get tired. It's the automation of human-level reasoning, but applied to vast, impossible quantities of information. And the real-world impact of this is wild. For example, JP Morgan used an AI platform to review 12,000 legal agreements in a matter of seconds. Seconds! That's a task that previously took humans 36,000 hours to do. IBM Watson, it diagnosed a super rare leukemia almost instantly by cross-referencing 20 million oncology records. And Netflix, over 75% of what you watch on there is driven by their AI recommendations. It keeps customers hooked. So yeah, AI directly drives the bottom line.
Moving on to Section 2, Machine Learning, the engine that feeds data to machines.
Okay, we really need to untangle these buzzwords. People use them interchangeably, but they're not the same. Artificial intelligence is the big umbrella. It's the overarching goal of making machines mimic human behavior. Machine learning, on the other hand, is a specific subset within AI. It's the actual method where machines learn from data automatically, getting better and better without a human programmer having to go in and write explicit lines of code for every single possible scenario. So, how do machines actually learn? To solve specific data problems, organizations will use 3 main types of predictive models: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Let's look a little closer at how a couple of these actually operate in practice. For instance, supervised learning relies on perfectly labeled data. It's essentially like a teacher guiding a student. You show the machine millions of explicitly labeled images, literally saying, hey, this is Tom and this is Jerry, until it completely memorizes the features of each. Eventually, it can confidently classify them entirely on its own when you show it a brand new picture. Conversely, reinforcement learning uses absolutely no labeled data. It acts exactly like a newborn baby learning to walk. You drop an agent into an environment, and it just bumps into things, trying different actions. It gets punished for bad moves and rewarded for reaching its goal. Through pure trial and error, it figures out the optimal path. This is exactly the kind of tech powering systems that play super complex video games or navigate dynamic real-world environments. All right, Section 3. The deep learning brain, re-engineering human brain cells for complex data. Now, you're probably thinking, if regular machine learning is already so powerful, why do we even need deep learning? Why add a whole other layer of complexity? Well, the answer lies in what data scientists call the curse of dimensionality. Sounds ominous, right? Think of it this way. If you drop a coin on a straight 100-yard line, it's pretty easy to find. But if you drop it somewhere inside a 500-yard 3D cube, it's incredibly difficult. Traditional machine learning absolutely chokes when you throw thousands of variables at it, like the millions of pixels in a single photograph. It requires a human to manually extract and define every single feature, which, well, it just isn't scalable. Deep learning actually solves this curse by literally mimicking the structure of the human brain. Data goes into an input layer, gets processed autonomously in these hidden layers made up of artificial neurons called perceptrons, and then it spits out an output. The crazy part? These hidden layers automatically figure out which features are actually important, completely cutting out the need for a human to hold its hand. And this autonomous feature extraction, it's a massive game changer. It is the exact vision system powering Tesla's self-driving cars, letting them instantly process insane visual environments. It's heavily used in finance, where these recurrent neural networks process complex time series data to predict stock prices minute by minute. And in healthcare, it's automatically detecting anomalies in high-resolution medical scans. It's everywhere.
Next up, Section 4, Natural Language Processing, giving machines the ability to read and understand text.
Think about it. Machines naturally interpret ones and zeros, right? They have zero need of understanding of English, Spanish, or French. NLP is the computational bridge. It allows computers to not just read, but actually interpret and understand our text messages, our emails, and our social media posts. Here is a totally staggering ratio. Only 21% of all business data is neatly structured in tables and databases. A massive 79% is just unstructured raw text, emails, and social media. So NLP isn't just a nice to have. It's an absolute requirement if an organization actually wants to extract any profitable insights from the vast majority of the data they already own. The business value here is honestly tremendous. You've got companies using sentimental analysis to gauge exactly how the public feels about a new product release on Twitter. It powers the chatbots that automate customer service for giants like Uber. NLP transforms raw, messy text into a massive competitive edge. I mean, it's even the technology Gmail uses to safely filter spam out of your inbox by understanding user data patterns. Finally, Section 5, the future of competition. Surviving in a data-driven ecosystem. The heavy hitters out there are already all over this. Market leaders are leveraging these advanced algorithms to uncover hidden trends on a microscopic scale. Top-tier companies, your Amazons, your Netflixes, they use this tech to build predictive models that identify incredibly profitable opportunities while actively dodging risk. They've essentially turned complex data processing into their core strategy. People love to say that data is the new oil. And sure, it is, but raw oil is basically useless without a refinery. AI is that refinery, and it leaves us with some pretty critical questions. As this technology continues to rapidly advance, how quickly is your industry going to fully automate its big decisions? And more importantly, will you be ready to adapt when it does? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and remember to always keep questioning the data around you.